got their game faces on. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. That's a look at our settings tonight. The pitch. And before we get going, let's hear.
Well, guys, for all...
Yeah, and he has their confidence. David, thank you. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Oladipo.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. They've got Favors. Barrett is out there with Doumbouya. And it's Weaver in at the point guard position. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Great one out there with Payton. And it's Drummond in at the 5. Clark, terrific defensive teams tonight, both highly ranked. What will the offenses have to do to get some scoring in this one?
Well, a few things. One, you've got to be patient. You've got to be ready and willing to make the extra pass. And then you also have to mix up what you do offensively. You don't want the defense to get a steady diet of what you're trying to do. Keep the defense off balance.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And quite honestly, guys, Antetokounmpo. Get that name right, folks. He's one of the most unique, talented players in the league. I mean, long arms, which really create a lot of problems for the defenders, whether he's passing or shooting. But, you know, it's hard to overstate the impact that Giannis has on the floor with his play. I mean, he gives you so much at both ends of the floor, offense and defense, and really draws a lot of attention from the opposing team.
Payton kicks to Drummond. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Weaver covered by Payton. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. The efficiency of Giannis. Clark, that's just the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. For years, people were asking, how scary is Giannis going to be? Well, we've got our answer pretty much in the form of he's a nightmare.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. No coverage that time. Weaver's got 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Barrett wide open. He fires. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Yeah, you close off the lane. Barrett can pull up on a dime and knock down that jumper.
Payton surveying the floor. It's tipped. Giannis passes to the great one. Back to Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by Derek Favors.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Putting that speed to great use. Once Barrett gets a step on the D, good night.
Middleton outside. The Bucks working the ball around. And Giannis gets it to go.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Weaver covered by Payton. Pass to Gaines. Pass to Barrett. Here's Weaver. Another 3 for Detroit.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Middleton outside. Pass to the great one. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Banked in off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket of the night.
Really enjoy watching Antetokounmpo show off his toughness. I mean, he's not a real thick guy, long, angular, and muscular, and much tougher than he looks. That's why I think he's able to overpower defenders at times.
Bucks trail by 4. To the inside. Off with the layup.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Gaines gets the bucket.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That is his first foul of the game. Doumbouya gets a wide open look. The basket is good. The assist from Gaines.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Here's Drummond. Payton outside. Here's the floater. He lays it in.
Lovely release on these floaters. I mean, Payton is effective guiding it up and over the defense.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Weaver's got 10 points.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And it's Giannis missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And the pass to Gaines. It's thrown by to Kumbo. The dish to Middleton. Pass to the great one. For 3. The offensive rebound. Detroit with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Gaines. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. He has 5.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And the shot goes in. Giannis has got his 3rd basket of the night.
When he's on the floor, Antetokounmpo makes good things happen inside. I mean, he's got so much size and skill, a lot for the defense to try to contend with.
Pass to Gaines from outside the arc. A rebound by the Bucks. Their last encounter was in Detroit, where they were able to handle the Pistons.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Passes to Favors. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Weaver. Misses the jumper.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
It's intercepted. And now the Pistons fast break. The basket is good. The assist from Gaines. Gaines has got 3 assists tonight.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Weaver, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Detroit.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out and
Here's the great one. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. The great one's got the lead up to 4 now for Milwaukee. And it's Detroit's ball. Korkmaz is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Payton. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's the great one in at the 2. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The great one in that last game against the Celtics was outstanding. He had 60 points, and throughout the game, took smart, efficient shots that found the bottom of the net. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off the left rim and out. Bucks leading by 6. great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And that's 12 points for the great one. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Weaver covered by Payton. Now the pass to Barrett. It's taken away by Payton. Bobbed up there for Drummond. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And I like the timing, Kevin, that Drummond has on these alley-oops. That's not as easy as he makes it look. He knows precisely when to leave the ground to receive the pass and finish it off.
Weaver the pass to Barrett. Bryant covered by Giannis. Clock at 4. Detroit needs to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. A lot of guys like to shoot off the dribble, but Clark, there are some that really are better at it, shooting off that catch in the NBA.
Yeah, and who do you have in mind, Kevin? I got a couple of names that I'm thinking about. What about you?
Well, I'm thinking Klay Thompson because that backcourt is so prolific, and he's been so great at that, and that's kind of been his trademark.
Yeah, it has been. Redick would be another guy.
Yes, another good
that I
one.
think that would come to mind. And even though he's later in his career now, but Kyle Korver's one of the very best we've had in the league at shooting off the catch.
Payton kicks to Middleton. Here's the great one. Here's Drummond. Great D that time from Favors.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Weaver the pass to Favors. Weaver covered by Payton. It's Drummond with the rebound. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 14-3 run right now. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And the Pistons making a change here. Dumboy is checked in.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
And it's the Bucks on the break. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Here's Weaver. And it's sent back by Drummond. To the wing on the left. The great one passes to Antetokounmpo. Goes to the reverse layup and kicks it in. Antetokounmpo's got 15 points.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Outside Favors. Here's Barrett. Got a hand on it. Here's Payton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Derek Favors.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Clark, do you think we in the media overemphasize championship championship rings when talking about an individual player's legacy?
Yeah, I think when you talk about an individual player's legacy, a player can be a champion without a championship ring. I know there's another level of champion which includes a championship ring, and sometimes it gets distorted in my estimation because an individual only has so much impact on a team being a championship team. There are no individual team champions. Teams win championships. Being a key player or a role player on the championship team is certainly worthy of recognition and being held in high esteem, but I don't like to see championship caliber players being diminished in the court of public opinion because they didn't win a team championship ring.
Like Stockton and Malone.
Exactly. You could go down the list, a number of guys who just weren't, for whatever reason, able to get the ultimate in a team championship, but had championship Hall of Fame career.
Weaver, covered by Payton. Favors surveying the floor. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Weaver. That's tipped. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. With that miss, he's now made 6 and missed 6 from the field. Here's Barrett. Great D that time from the great one. Bucks leading by 19. He feeds it to Drummond, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on R.J. Barrett.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
Griffin's checked in for the Pistons. Oladipo comes in for Barrett. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
And a quick check of the stats for Drummond. Some impressive play from him over the last month. 3rd in blocks. And he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And you aren't top 3 in blocks unless you're committed to dominating in that category. His awareness and hustle is off the charts. Very impressive. Detroit, no good that time either.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And Oladipo kicks to Griffin. Pass to Oladipo. Here's the 3. The basket is good. The assist from Gaines. Gaines has got 4 assists in the game.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Antetokounmpo throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Valentine's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Allen subbed in for Elfrid Payton. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Here's Griffin. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Weaver. Another 3 for Detroit.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Valentine passes to Drummond. To the middle. The shot's good from the great one. The great one's got 20.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Oladipo outside. The feed now to Griffin. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
Davis dishes to Griffin. A wide open look here for Oladipo. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And Clark, when you were playing, I imagine the pre-draft process was a lot different than it is today.
No doubt about it. I mean, I came out in 1982 after my junior year, Kevin, and at that time, if you were a guy who was declaring early, you basically just had to go on whatever knowledge and information you could get from whoever, because there was no allowing you weren't allowed to go to a workout. Teams could interview you, but there were no on-court workouts, so it was totally different than today.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Bucks leading by 18. Allen outside. The Bucks working the ball around. And there it is for him. 21 points for Giannis.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Oladipo outside. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Korkmaz checked in for the Bucks. First one falls for him. And he makes the first but misses the second. Down low, here's Weaver. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Boy, that's outstanding court awareness from Oladipo. Head up and found the open man.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks taking a 19-point lead into the break. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Elfrid Payton.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. So it's the Bucks now. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. On the court for the Pistons, Favors is out there with Doumbouya. Then it's Barrett, and it's Weaver in at the 1. Poke loose. It's thrown bound to Kumbo. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. Taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas. David, thank you.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Weaver, covered by Payton. Now, here's Barrett. He's guarded closely. Kumbo with the ball. He's got 21.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control. is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
To the paint, here's Barrett. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Barrett's got 10 points.
And you like the toughness there. Barrett being more comfortable having to deal with an aggressive defense.
Inside, here's Weaver, and the rejection by Giannis. Here's Favors. He kicks to Doumbouya. Favors trying to break free, passes it to Weaver.
And the long reach of Antetokounmpo, I mean, stretches for days. And because of that, he's excellent at challenging shots.
And the turnover again by Milwaukee.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Now Barrett. He's got 10. It's blocked. Here's the great one. To the inside. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Weaver. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Count it.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here's Doumbouya. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. The shot, no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Antetokounmpo finds Payton, the great one, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Weaver the pass to Gaines. Now, here's Barrett, covered by Payton, and it's in there. Weaver's got 29.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Doumbouya can't get it to go.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And it's good for 2. And that's now 35 points for the great one.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Tipped away to the middle. And Barrett with the basket on the assist by Gaines. Barrett's got 4 this quarter.
Making plays in traffic. This is where Barrett's most effective.
Payton passes to the great one. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Clark, I have sat next to you doing these games for years. What's prevented you from taking a coaching position at some level? Because I hear you talk, I'm thinking you'd be a perfect coach.
Well, a couple of things. One, coaching never lets up. It's always on you, and I've come to enjoy the fact that I can be fully immersed as a broadcaster and work with great guys like you and others, and then have a period of time where I don't have to be immersed in basketball, and I've enjoyed that. And I also haven't trained or prepared to be a coach because it is demanding in terms of the hours that you have to put in. And I've got a little more job security, I think, in the role that I serve as an analyst as opposed to what might happen if I did try to be a coach.
You've got all the security in the world, believe me. Oladipo outside. Outside Favors. Kicks it to Oladipo. Pass to Barrett. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Bucks. Here's the great one. He's got 39. There's the pass to Giannis. With the fadeaway. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Favors. Oladipo taking his time here. Feeds it to Doumbouya. And he uses the glass on the layup. Doumbouya's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area, the battle's already lost.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And the shot is good.
With defenses usually playing him to drive, Barrett's developed a nice little floater for when he can't get to the rim.
Here's Melly, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bucks.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Davis kicks to Oladipo. Hits it from three-point range. Oladipo's got 11.
You know, Oladipo feels like he can take and make this shot whenever he wants to. You can just see the confidence.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Davis finds Oladipo, shoots from the line, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. 13 points for Victor Oladipo.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Man, he's got it going now, and when he's in this kind of a zone, I think the D's happy to just get out of Antetokounmpo's way.
Outside, Davis. Dishes it to Oladipo. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. Griffin's checked in for Milwaukee. Good email. And the layup's good off the glass. The great one's got 45 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
We've got Valentine. The great one out there with Antetokounmpo. And it's Griffin in at the 4. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Favors against Giannis. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Oladipo. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
The Pistons making a change here. Third minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Passes it to Robertson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And there's the pass to the great one. The Bucks working the ball around. You think it helps the pace of the game with the NBA recently modifying the shot clock rule that after an offensive rebound, it doesn't go back to 24. It goes now to the new number, 14 seconds.
Well, I really like the rule because you don't have to bring the ball over the half-court line, which is 8 seconds, so it makes sense, and it does speed up the game, in my opinion.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's the great one. 6 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Griffin can't get it to go in.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Doherty, he's checked in for the Pistons. The rebound by the Bucks. Pass to the great one. Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless.
Pass to Robertson. Now Gaines. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Clark, do you think the NBA should consider expanding the use of replay? I know you personally hate to slow the game down, but you also want the calls to be correct.
Well, it depends on the circumstances, Kevin. I like the fact that replay is available and it helps enhance the ability of the officials to get calls correct. Expanding the use of replay, though, has to be done very judiciously. There are a couple of areas, goaltending would be one, where you take a look to see if that's the case. But I think flow of game takes priority over trying to get every single call right just because you think technology gives you a chance to do that. That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Detroit's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Inside. And Griffin sends it back. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Antetokounmpo running.
And Antetokounmpo is really an absolute terror in the open floor. I mean, love seeing a guy his size run the floor the way he does. Wow. Impressive.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, wow. He got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Clark, you and I are amazed at how the global interest of the NBA has just gone through the roof. The league has made a lot of right moves, I think, in this era.
They sure have, Kevin. I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, the international reach through what coaches in this country have done in teaching the game and promoting the game. Not just coaches, but players as well. I think there's something about the game of basketball that just really transcends cultures. The pace of the game, the personality of the players, the creativity of the game, all of that lends itself to being so popular globally.
Oh, Griffin in position.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
A pass to Gaines. Pass to Robertson. Just 5 to shoot. With the floater and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And they're on the break. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Right on the bucket.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
The Bucks have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the 4th, 8 of 12. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. It's rebounded by Robertson. And, well, Detroit shooting in this game 45%. Lays it up off the glass.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. And stolen by Robertson. Here's Ryan. The basket is good. The assist from Gaines. Gaines has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. To the paint. And stolen by Doherty. It's good. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Clark, there are a lot of factors a free agent puts into selecting the new team that he goes to. Talk about the factors that aren't basketball for these free agents.
Well, I think think you could see some of them if you gave it some thought, Kevin. You think about a market size, nightlife for some guys is important. Business opportunities when you think about places like Silicon Valley or New York or Los Angeles. Season of life for the individual player in terms of his family and where he might want to reside after he's done playing. So there are a number of different things that contribute to free agents making moves from one team to the next.
Now, did you have a family, Clark, when you played your last couple years in the NBA?
We were without children, but it was Rosie and I. We've been married 4 years, and then our family started right after I retired.
To the middle, here's Gaines. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Pass to the great one. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And the double up Antetokounmpo. Tries again. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And, you know, he hasn't been able to get to the line as much as he did in that first half. Credit the defense for making the adjustments.
Yeah, Antetokounmpo has really learned how to get himself to the foul line. It's one of the easiest ways to score the ball. He gets to the stripe at a higher clip with each passing year.
And the Pistons making a change here. Erickson's checked in. Passes it to Ryan. Launches it. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. To the inside, the great one. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. The great one's got 6 here in this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Clock at 6. And there's the pass to Doherty. Beyond the arc. Connects from three-point range. Doherty's got himself on the board with 3 there.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
The great one passes to Melo. Look, we've had sponsors on the uniforms for a couple of seasons now. Do you think everyone's grown used to seeing them?
Yeah, I think it's a normal part of the landscape, and it will take a little more time. I've noticed them myself as I've watched games. We're certainly a far cry from looking like NASCAR drivers, which I think is a good thing. You want them to be done visibly, but not overdone.
Griffin's checked in for the Bucks. Pass to Derrickson. To the middle. It's deflected. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Milwaukee.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And when you look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and adding in tonight, it'll make it 58.
And in this era of great parity, boy, it takes a lot to sweep an opponent in 4 straight games, but that's exactly how they finished off their season series here tonight against the Pistons.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the great one.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Six seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. And that one, good. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Ohm, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you.